I knew the Brotherhood was tough. Seeing them in action was
earn my attention.
The mutant attack was my first time in real combat. Something tells me it won't be my last. You're the Paladin's favorite initiate, right? How's she going to handle the situation with Night Shin? It's way above my station, but I wish I knew more about the Knight and Paladin's argument. What's gonna happen to us? I can do more than just fight. But how do I show that I'm fit to be a scribe when I'm being controlled day and night?
Gathering presents. Loading.
Just because
Cheer.
the world is a
Unpacking.
doesn't mean
Holly.
you gotta be
Jolly.
one too.
Subroutine. Complete. Oh. 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 And what would you like for a present this year? Please note, deadly weapons are not a permitted response.
Never give up. Just keep doing it. You'll make it through. Pull my finger, kid. Wait! Too late. I was going to retire to a cabin in the woods. This is pretty close. Back in my day, we didn't mutate willy-nilly. You know, licorice tastes better now, after the news.
No. Everyone appears to have died. This is terrible. Error. Tier levels dropping to catastrophic levels. Rebooting. Complete. Oh.
Now that that's settled,
I wish they'd tell us what all of those construction workers are up to. Look at
Well,
the mess they're
not
making.
specifically asked, but
Oh, go on, dear. You know I'm thrilled to help if I can.
well, she did mention needing some help with something for the clinic.
Ah, I see. Certainly.
And Sophie's starting her donation drive today.
The lovely Miss Wagner's charitable efforts. Yes, I hadn't forgotten.
Oh,
Mr.
and
Del Ripa
Esme's got
only
something
likes
going
to
on in the kitchen she could use a hand with.
Nothing else.
Well, I shall certainly
Oh,
see
if
what I can
only
do about
those
that.
those
I'm sure I can arrange some assistance in these matters. Well, hello, darling. If you'll pardon me, that will be all. Please give my regards to Ms. Rucker. If you are here for leisure, I regret to inform you that our regular resort activities are temporarily unavailable. However, if you are here for the refuge and the fine work of the lovely responders, I am delighted to welcome you on their behalf. Perhaps you have not heard. The White Spring is now home to the Refuge, a place of safety and care for all in need. The Refuge is being run by the Responders, individuals committed to the well-being of their fellows. They founded the Refuge in response to new waves of refugees coming to Appalachia, people in great need of help. Food, medical care, clothing, a place to sleep. All of these are available for those who need them.
Telling me they'd reprogram me if I'm not more positive. Oh, how are we going to accommodate so many guests? They aren't even paying. I got a veiled threat from Orlando the other day telling me they'd reprogram me if I'm not more positive.
It's been sunny all week. I love it here.
I wish they'd tell us what all of those construction workers are up to. Look at what a mess they're making. That miscreant from Crater scratched my chassis on the way in. How rude! The White Springs decor is refined and decadent.
What a
Don't
wonderful
listen to
thing for you
any
to
guest.
ask, darling. I knew there was something special about you from the moment I saw you. As it happens, the Responders are looking for volunteers to assist them in a particular outreach effort. Those industrious wonders have repaired a vertibird to full working order and are using it to make contact with more distant settlements. They've made allies with people in Pittsburgh. The locals call it the Pitt now, who seem to be in dire need of outside assistance. If you don't mind me saying so, you look like you can handle yourself. You might be just who they're looking for.
How are we going to accommodate so many guests? They aren't even paying. Mr. Della Ripa only likes to organize his stamps. Nothing else. Oh, if only he would dust those shelves of his. I wish they'd tell us what all of those construction workers are up to. Look at what a mess they're making.
Indeed, isn't that marvelous? They salvaged it and painstakingly repaired it. It's fully functional now. I was very pleased to be able to contribute to this effort in my own small way. If you wish to see it, it resides on the roof of the refuge between flights, along with its charming pilot, Ms. Lennox. Well, they'll be better able to explain the details, but I believe they're looking for fighters, actually. The contacts in the pit are in something of a desperate situation, it seems, against a dangerous enemy. I hate the thought of you putting yourself in such danger, but it does appear to be for a good cause. Oh, you're terribly brave, aren't you, dear? Imagine if we all had such courage. Now, darling, before anybody bundles you off, the first thing you should do is introduce yourself to some of the responders. I just so happen to know a few in need of more local assistance, and helping them will earn you the other thing you'll need. That other thing, of course, being the ultrasight battery cells, which fuel the vertibird. Ultracells, if you prefer.
I got a veiled threat from Orlando the other day telling me...
Why, from me, of course. Rather, from the management via me, that is. When management heard the responders were restoring the vertibird, they wished to help. They provided the ultracells, and I suggested them to the responders as an alternative means of fueling the vertibird. Per management instructions, I distribute a quantity to certain individuals regularly. Management feels this encourages collective decision-making rather than stockpiling. I'm sure they'd be willing to part with them in exchange for your aid.
I wouldn't want to be Rucker. I never thought a single person could be spread so thin.
Our lovely Ms. Rucker is the closest thing to a leader the refuge has, though I believe she's less than comfortable with the title. You can find her in their headquarters, beyond the dining area. The darling chef, Miss Rousseau, needs some assistance in the kitchen, I hear. And Ms. Wagner, over in the common area, is looking for donations. I'm sure your generosity will be well rewarded.
Shells of his. I wish they'd tell us what all of those construction workers are up to. Look at what a mess they're making.
Wonderful, my dear. I'm certain you will be a tremendous help to them and the refuge. When you are finished with each of them, I recommend you speak with Mr. Skippy Rorich, the Pitt Union representative. I imagine he'll want to discuss the situation in the pit with you before you embark. Do feel free to visit me at your leisure if you wish to chat. I have an office in the management wing. You can't miss it. My dear, it warms my heart to know that...
The White Springs decor is refined and decadent. Don't listen to any naysayers. Mr. Della Ripa only likes to organize his stamps. Nothing else. Oh, if only he would dust those shelves of his.
Hello? Hello? Well, that's too bad. Ah, you are back. I suppose absence does make the heart grow fonder. Oh, no. This is not the love tunnel. This is the tunnel of love. Two completely different things, easy to get confused. This ride is the pinnacle of romance, the height of adventure. We have repurposed this mine shaft just for Nuka World on tour. Now, isn't that clever? Well, it's not quite complete. The on-tour troupe left me to finish the preparations, but I am but a single robot with measly, meager robot arms. I have attended this attraction for many years, watching the tunnel of love blossom romance among endless couples. But now, with the ride out of commission, how will I ever find my perfect match? It appears some of the tracks have been broken, though I'm not entirely sure what could have caused that. Some parts of the ride look rather unflattering, too. The workers left some lights that need setting up. Be a dear and finish that up for me. Oh, nothing to be afraid of. I'm sure that any horrible entities that once lurked within these dark, scary tunnels are long gone by now. So, what do you say, my scrumptious pumpkin? Willing to help me out? What a kind soul you are. You will be rewarded greatly for your chivalrous endeavors. Don't worry. I'll be with you in spirit, and over the conveniently placed speakers. Now go forth, my brave companion, enter the tunnel, and restore the love. Put your heart into it. Oh, you are doing splendidly, my dear. Great work. Let's repair some tracks next, No sign of anything too scary just yet. Still, rather you than me. No sign of anything too scary just yet. Still, rather you than me. The ride looks great, but if only there was someone for me to enjoy it with. What on earth are you doing with all those parts? What are you? Oh. I think I see what you're doing.
Seen plenty of bad travel in these lands. Lots of wonders, too. Every place has something special. Show's an intermission. I'm off the clock. What you need? The name's Gunther. I run the Wild West Showdown as its host and commentator. Been traveling with the folk here since the beginning. Was lucky enough to survive the Armageddon, but not lucky enough to keep my skin. We travel where we can, bringing laughter and joy along the way. It's a good enough living in this new world, I suppose. Enjoy the carnival, amigo. Enjoying the fair? Mornings like this make me long for real coffee, not that irradiated crap.